Hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. This presentation aims to explore my linguistic journey, and this is Hansakar. First, I will identify the key influences and milestones unveiling my linguistic odyssey. I identified six stages to talk about in details the further steps in the presentation, which are family, religion, school, TV, higher education and job market, and finally social media. First, and family. Those are my parents, Salam Assad and Salim Sakar. They are both Lebanese. My paternal grandmother is Turkish, but she never learned my father to speak Turkish or anything about the Turkish language. My father is illiterate, so he speaks Arabic only. My mother left school in grade 8, so she speaks a little bit French in addition to Arabic. The first step to learn Arabic was thanks to my country because I was born in Tripoli, Lebanon, and the first language here is Arabic. Since Lebanon was under French colonial rule during the 20th century, the second language here is French. So Lebanon is a francophone country. I learned Arabic from my parents. And that's why I speak Lebanese Arabic with the accent of my city, Tripoli. This is me when I was a little girl. And this is the map of my country. I live in the north where it's written Tripoli. One of the expression we use that express or that shows the multilingual in Lebanon, when we say kifak sava, kifak it means how are you in Lebanese Arabic. Sava means are you fine in French. So we use these two expressions together to say how are you in Lebanon. The first time I got interested to know more about English and to learn English, when I was 4, my cousin and nieces, they came to Lebanon and visit us from Australia. They were talking in English, Australian English all the time, and I was curious to know what they are saying. So I discovered my interest to learn English at this stage. Heading to the next stage, which is Islam. Okay, my parents taught me Lebanese Arabic as I mentioned before, but I learned the standard Arabic when I was 6, so I can know how to read Quran and how to pray, or to understand Quran, not practically to read, to understand Quran. The first surah in Quran was inviting us to read and to learn about everything God granted us to benefit from in this world. Heading to the third stage, which is school. Lebanon is a multilingual country with Arabic as an official language, but due to the Lebanon's historical ties and cultural diversity we talked about in the previous slides, French is also widely used and taught as a second language. Pennycock 2017's exploration of language as a social practice underscored the impact of educational institutions on language development. My encounter with French in a Francophone environment exemplify how institutional influences shape linguistic pathways. Well, here I'm showing in the table the topics that were delivered in French in my school and in all public schools in Lebanon. These topics are my favorite: math, science, physics, chemistry, and art. But I had difficulties in them because they were delivered in French and in French only. So I had to master French so I can pass these topics. Which was very difficult for me. And the topics I hate the most, which are topics that depends on the memory, were delivered in Arabic. And here the gap, or the linguistic gap, for me begins. I started to love Arabic and English more and to hate French and try to find a solution so I can skip it. there were no room for English, although we were taking one period per week, but the math teacher was taking this period to do intensive math class. Next stage we are going to talk about is Disney Channel, my favorite cartoon channel or TV shows channel. Okay, media, particularly television, can significantly impact language preferences and acquisition. My exposure to English through Disney Channel made me in love with the English language more and more. So my language preference shift from French to English completely. And my interest in learning English has grown even more. So I was watching all the TV shows with Arabic subtitles, but focusing on the English mainly. So I got many vocabularies and started to talk in English. Higher education and job market. To solve the gap I was suffering from, I chose to shift from public education to private sector education because in the private sector I can use English as a second language. So I applied for the ALLC Center to improve my English so I can pass the entrance exam at the Lebanese International University. As a prerequisite to pass the translation major there, it was obtaining a DELF B1 in French. So I had to shift again to French, but it was only for 1 to 2 months, and it was good. I graduated from LIU with a high GPA, which allowed me to grant a scholarship from ASU, where I am practicing my English and enhancing my English through connecting with my peers, my instructors, accomplishing my tasks for each courses. At the job market, I started as an Arabic instructor for Lycée High School. It was a very good period. I explored that I'm really strong in Arabic grammar and I'm a very good teacher. So I start to realize that I want to be a teacher in addition to being a translator. Then I became an ECE, Early Childhood Education teacher for AFSI. I delivered Arabic, French, science, and math for 3 to 6 years old children. There I built more knowledge in French language. I practiced French and overcome the gap of hating French, because now it's about spreading my knowledge, benefit from it, and get money to help me in everyday tasks and to help my family. Then I promoted and got a new job at the International Rescue Committee as a basic literacy and numeracy assistant. I plan, implement, and monitor basic literacy cycles in Akkar, North Lebanon, in English, Arabic, and French for adolescent girls refugees. Also, I built their new knowledge and experiences. I learned more about other cultures and learned the different type of Arabic, which is Syrian Arabic. And I found out that even in Syria, we have different Arabic dialects. That was very interesting. I practiced all the knowledge I learned from ASU in my job and in the cycle I was implementing in Akkar. It was a very good chance for me to even enhance my skills and to enrich my linguistic repertoire. Okay, here, after all the things I've been through, I realized that I need both. I need English and I need French. Here in Lebanon, to succeed, I need both languages. Job opportunity, most of the time, requires both. There is no teacher for English only. You have to deliver more than one topic. We are not restricted in certificates here. So to build knowledge, to build professional knowledge and experience, I have to practice my knowledge in all languages that I know. And that was very good for me. And job market, my experience as a translator really helped me as a freelance translator, really helped me to get used to French and language and Arabic without disturbing my mind or getting confused about the language I need to speak or I need to use. Final stage is social media. My engagement with diverse language preferences and cultures on social media helped me to get to know and interact with individuals from all around the world. I actively build a linguistic repertoire, reinforcing the idea of translanguaging as a means of communication and cultural exchanges. Okay, here I will talk more about my linguistic journey framework. First, language architecture. Okay. From an academic standpoint, the concept of language architecture introduced by Flores 2017 resonates with my experience. As I transitioned from learning dialect Arabic from my parents and standard Arabic from the Quran to acquiring French and English through formal education and exposure, I began to construct a diverse linguistic foundation. This resonates with Garcia and 2015 notion and of translanguaging turn, where individuals leverage their multilingual repertoires for effective communication across languages. Here I combine the first two parts of my framework. Then now I will head to the next one. Language gap, Garcia and Ortega 2021. Well, they highlight the language among bilingual students. Garcia and Ortega 2021 highlight the language gap among bilingual students. It is an issue that I encountered during my educational journey as I navigated between Arabic, French, and English in various contexts. The differences in proficiency level and language norms became evident. This phenomenon aligns with the sociocultural perspective, emphasizing the influence of social discourse, cultural expectations, and educational experiences on language development. Heading to the next part, May's 2019 exploration of disciplinary divides and the disciplinary dividers and the multilingual turn is particularly relevant to my decision to pursue an English-focused education at a private university. This choice was informed by a desire to align my linguistic identity with my academic and career aspiration, a reflection of the intricate relationship between language, identity, and sociocultural context. Next, second language acquisition, Ortega 2013, insights into second language acquisition shed light on my journey of language learning, motivated by my early exposure to English through my Australian cousin and Disney Channel. I displayed a strong intrinsic motivation that contributed to my rapid acquisition of the language. This internal drive, combined with external factors like language policies and educational opportunities, has played a vital role in shaping my multilingualism. Now, Pennycock 2017 concept of language as a social practice is evident in my transition from being an Arabic instructor to an ECE teacher and a basic literacy program assistant. Through these tools, I have come to understand the practical application of my language skills in different contexts, emphasizing the importance of language in facilitating effective communication and learning. Tan's 1990 work on mother tongue resonates deeply with me as a Lebanese individual navigating a socio-linguistically diverse environment. My journey reflects the intricate balance between preserving my Arabic roots, acquiring proficiency in French as a major language, and embracing English as a tool for personal and professional growth. In conclusion, my linguistic journey is a testament to the transformative power of sociocultural factors, language acquisition, and educational experiences. Through the lens to the referenced scholars, I can appreciate how my multilingualism has been shaped my language policies, social interactions, my personal motivations, ultimately shaping my identity and culture and career trajectory. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. I hope you all benefit from the presentation, and I'm awaiting your feedback and comments. This is the reference list. Bye.